Period. All that I was saying before I started eating. Remember that, because I don't. In 5, 4, 3, 2. What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. It is your girl, Kim Bella Simone, and today we have a very special guest.
What's good? I'm Slimeballap AP.
Period. Yes, y'all better be over there clapping on the other side of that phone, TV screen, computer, laptop, whatever you want to call it. But period. So, today we got some food. I got me some burger and fries.
I got me some JR cookies.
And today we're just going to be talking to you about a little bit of stuff that be like, I don't know. You know, it's not about tell them. Tell them what we're going to talk about.
Okay, so, basically numerology. Like, how numbers really, like, I don't know, like, numbers, they're like the universal language that tell us stuff, like signs about our surroundings. And just, like, it's crazy. I be seeing a lot of numbers that really just show me that I'm aligning with the universe on my back.
Okay, so period. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all comment, like, and share. And you can follow our Instagram. Mine is KenBellaAAA, Kimbella with 3 A's, and
my Slimeballap AP, exactly how it sounds.
Period. So I'm gonna also put in the description box, so make sure y'all check that out, and let's get straight into this video.
Yeah. Whoa. I'm so pretty and he like that. When he get it up, he deep inside that.
Okay, guys, so we're back. We're about to just talk about numerology and kind of how we got into it and our experience with it. So, AP.
So how I first got into numerology, like the only thing I knew about like numbers or seeing like repetitive numbers, which is basically what it is, was like 1111. And I would see it like, but I only heard of it as like, oh, 1111, make a wish. But I remember one day I was on Snapchat and a friend of mine, she posted like it was like a picture or something, and it had like a lot of numbers, and it was like what they meant and stood for and stuff. So I slid up on her Snapchat and I asked her like what it was about, and like she was like, they're angel numbers and the signs like the universe was showing you during your surroundings. So like I started looking it up and paying attention to it and shit. So that's how I first found out about it.
Okay. I would say me, like, once I started noticing like numbers into like astrology, but probably not like the numerical side of it too. So I would say it had to be like during the beginning of the pandemic, because I started to like get into like tarot and like just seeing like how my energy was, so I can know like what to expect and stuff. And I feel like that's like aligns with numerology. So once like I learned about that, that kind of was attached to it. That's how I got into it, was the pandemic.
Okay.
Study my energy.
Okay. When did you first start like noticing it like in your surroundings and stuff, like the numbers?
Well, I started noticing. Okay, I feel like we see numbers all the time, but we see things all the time. Just not even numbers, but numbers. I feel like because all we have is time, and like we watch the clock. That's what we run on the time. The time and like the ones that you notice, the ones that's always like I always see this. I always see 1111, 111, 222, 333, all like that type of stuff. It's kind of like it's trying to tell you something about your like surroundings and stuff. And usually like the ones that are like alignment would be like the angel numbers. It's like, you know, like 222, 333, like those are like major key ones, and like to pay attention, because you'll see like signs that tell you about your surroundings.
Okay. Like when I first started like to notice it, like I would see it in different stuff. That's what was like more than like just how you was like in time, because like numbers you can't like escape from them. You can see it in like a receipt. You can see it on like of course in time, but you can see it on like a bottle, water bottle. You can see it in traffic, on a license plate. you can't escape from numbers, addresses, even from where you were born, you know. So, like, I would start noticing it, because I do music, I would notice it in a lot of songs and stuff, like when I would do songs, say I would finish a song or whatever, and after I get done listening to the song, like I make the song, I send it to myself, and I finally just go and I go listen to it on my own time, like, it was crazy. I would listen to it and start seeing the signs. Like, it would be either that time or maybe the song might be an angel number. So it started getting crazy looking at it like that. That's when I first started to notice it. Okay. What's like the first thing that you like picked up on in your surroundings, like what you noticed about like the angel numbers?
Cause I would pay attention to them, but I started like really got into like looking them up. Like, I mean, it's been a while, but it's still kind of recent. So, hold on,
Yeah.
But what was the question?
What'd you first start to notice about like the numbers, you know?
When I first started to notice them, it was like telling me like, I need to like be independent and like start a business and like investment and stuff like that. And because the things that I wanted, like I started like really wanting the things that I wanted for real rather than just saying it. So when I would focus on like the things that I wanted, that's when I would see the numbers and stuff like. And I just like made sure that like I just was asking my angels and guides like every day to just keep me on the right path to like, you know, growing. And if I'm never like, if I'm not on the right path, like help me, because that's when I would notice the numbers is when I would start thinking about how I want to live my life and what I want my life to look like. So I just kept that momentum up, talk to my angels every day, communicate, all that stuff.
I feel that for real.
What about you?
Like, it really started showing me like what I first noticed, like what they trying to show me the numbers was like with music, like cause you know, like when I was back home and everything, like that's all I was doing, that's all I had time to do really, like just putting my time into music. And just to see like every time I was doing a song or finishing a song and looking up and it was an angel number, it would just give me confirmation, like keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing it. And like, you know, even though, because sometimes it was feeling like it would be late as fuck. Like I'd be up like 3 o'clock in the morning, I look up and like, damn, it'd be maybe 3:33 and I'm like, damn, I'm up doing this damn song, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't feel like 3 o'clock in the morning, it didn't feel like working, it didn't feel like I was tired, but I was up and it was something I loved to do. And it was like stuff like that kept showing me like, keep going. I've seen a lot of like 3:33, 2:22, 4:44.
11, 1, 1, 1.
Definitely 11, 1, 1, 1.
Why are these important? But honestly, if you search them, they have different meanings, and that means your angels are trying to tell you something different. You'll always get feedback if you're not on the right path, or you're doing something like, you know what I'm saying, they won't let you continue. But like usually if you keep seeing it, it's like a good confirmation. If you notice it and recognize what they mean and kind of like act on that, it's making that vibration even more like powerful, just because of the fact like you're aware and you recognize.
It's like you're aligning with your spiritual and life path.
Yeah. I just feel better now. When you start to focus on that, you start to become so aware of all the unknown, all the things that you know, like still like unexpected blessings and just things that come out. Like those are not coincidences. Those are like, you know what I'm saying? Those are, everything is intentional. Everything happens for a reason. There is no such thing as coincidence. There are synchronicities and there are messages in them to pay attention. When those things happen, that means those are your guides and your, like, whatever your higher power you believe in, like, working for you for the greater good to give you what you want out of life, because you're probably focusing on the right things. When you're focused on the right things come to you. You know what you focus on. You focus on negative things, and negative things come to you. A big part of, like, numerology is law of attraction. It all, like, comes back into, like, one, you know, law. Like, your angels communicating with you, like, your intuition is your beliefs. What?
You good. I started drinking my water and shit. Water started drinking me.
Oh my goodness. Boy. But, hold on. All that I was saying before I started eating. Remember that, because I don't. That's how you said that water was drinking you? The food eating me. I don't know which one we're on, but I was just basically talking about there's numerology, like.
Yeah, it was like how we, I know the question was, like, what do we notice about them? Like what the universe was telling them.
Oh.
Through the numbers.
Through the numbers? Oh, yeah, we was just saying, like, the different messages and stuff, and, like, you just have to be aware. Yeah. You'll start to learn, like, I say, like, once you start to learn about angel numbers and you start to, like, really see how they work, your third eye starts to become open. Things that you never understood before, you start to understand, and it'd be, like, deep stuff. Stuff that you wouldn't even, stuff that you wouldn't think that you would know if you had never knew.
Yeah. Like, if you didn't have the knowledge that you're getting from this video now, you won't know. You won't know, really.
You won't. So, you know, it's a good way to manifest. A lot of successful people manifest, and that's one of the key components of manifesting is seeing angel numbers, of, like, talking. Because even, like, when you see angel numbers, that's a good time to manifest. Repeat your manifestation.
They can be broken down. I like to break it down just so simple, how from our birth signs, how there's earth, fire, water, and air signs, and that's all parts and components of earth, you know, and how that correlates to, like, us really, like, I know for me, I love going outside in the sun, and I'm a fire sign, but I do love the sun. Like, I really do. I can't cap. Like, I like the sun, and it makes me feel like if I go in the sun, I feel charged up for real, like a battery. And, like, but I know, like, some people, like, they like the wind, like, oh, you know, like, and I feel like those certain, you know, those components make us up too. Like, the universe is really, like, we use this to recharge. We are the, like, renewable source. We pushing all this stuff out, so it'd be as simple as that, but it's deep as hell too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You start to learn a lot. Like, even us, like, we don't know everything, but I feel like we've been on our journey for a minute. I mean, it's like a lifelong journey, but it's a good lifelong journey because it's something that you want to invest in, something that you want to, you know, be in touch with. We've been on our path long enough to notice, like, certain synchronicities. And when we, like, meet angel numbers, they don't have to be just like 222, 111, but it could be numbers that you see repeatedly. Like, every number has a meaning, to be honest. You just have to search what that meaning means. Is you be like, oh, what does, because a lot of times I see 1212, I see 1010. I also be seeing, like, 1055, 1054. I be seeing 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88. I be seeing 888, 777. I be seeing 1144, 1155, 1133, 1122, 1111, period. That is
12,
one of the big
12,
ones.
I see 1222.
1222, oh yeah, 1233, 1244, 1255. Like, and I'm talking about, see those every day, and I even see them, like, on my Instagram.
Likes.
Yeah, views, likes, I'll see da. Like, I went to Kylie Jenner page today. She got 222 followers, and she has 600. No, she got.
You said 222 followers?
Oh, She got 222 million followers. Ooh. And she had 6,669 posts. So that's 6669. So I seen 666 and 222. And that was like, I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of stuff, like, it's just crazy. And even though 666 people think sometimes that's associated with, like,
the devil.
That's not always what it means. That's not all. That's also, like, a prosperity, like, angel number. It just depends on, like, the message. And what you're thinking, you have to also think about what's on your mind at the time. If you're, like, see your angel number and you're, like, stressed out or you're always stressing about the same thing, it's probably a sign that's like, don't stress about that no more. Like, this is what's holding you back, type of thing. So you have to, it's not just what you see, it's also what's on your mind. Like, what do you think about? Because, you know what I'm saying, like, even like your higher power, like, I don't want to just be like God, but like God, your higher power, like your angels, they can, even if you don't believe like angels, like, they can all hear your thoughts. That's why I'm saying not just words manifest. Words are strong manifestors, but also thoughts. Thoughts, when you repeatedly think of a thought, you can manifest a thought. So when you're thinking of your thoughts, I'm fine. I knew that was okay.
You think what you become, so only think positive. Because if you create fear, a lot of people don't want to hear that shit, but you create fear from worrying about it. If you ask somebody, what's your biggest fear? They're thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? You have to sit there and be like, damn, what am I afraid? What's my fear? You know, like, I tell people I don't have no fear. I'm fearless, and I'm really like, you can't scare me. And because I realize I can only control what I can control. And if I'm always controlling and manifesting positivity in my life, no negativity is going to come my way. So I don't think negative.
Yeah. And I repeat, like, it's crazy because it really do be working. Like, see, it's 10:33 right now. Like, like stuff like that.
That's a test.
I'll look it up right now, live on the video.
That's y'all
just
first
so you
test.
can see.
Y'all pause this before we even look it up and find out what 10:33 means.
You just gotta type the number and say angel number behind it. That's all we do.
That's it. Google.
All right, ready, go. Okay, so if you haven't looked it up by now, you should be looking up with me at this point. It's telling you to believe in yourself because divine forces have complete trust in you. Angel number will appear in your life when you get completely depressed about the situation that you're in. And like you know the video that I just dropped, trust me, trust us. We was depressed about the situation we was in.
It's not an easy choice.
Well, I'm not a complacent person. I don't ever want to get complacent on one thing. Like, of course, I know opportunities come, but to let those opportunities be opportunities and move along. You feel me? Like, you need to know when it's time to move along. You need to know when to take that leap of faith. And I feel like we be so scared to believe in ourselves, to completely trust in ourselves. Like, when we trust in ourselves and move, like, it worked out. Ooh, my birthday, 18. Mm-hmm. It worked out just like, because it was supposed to, like, just because we manifested. Sometimes you don't understand why a manifestation, like, hasn't came into place, and it'd be because also just your angels and your higher power and your guides, the universe, they're doing their part behind in the background, you know what I'm saying, for it. But also you have to do the work, and not all the times it's just like actually putting in work and grinding day after day after day. You can be like, I'll quit my job, or I'll
do this.
I'll literally do this to get to this. And happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to just be like something you do over consistent months. It could be something you could be like, I'll drop everything right now and move to Texas. I'm gonna take you to this better place, but you're gonna have less than what you had. Like,
he'll never put you through a storm and not let you be protected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a confirmation. It really does. Cause just the I won't even say coincidence, but just the ironic, like
the synchronicity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the shit that you be thinking about and doing when you see the numbers is crazy. Like, you're like just seeing it over and over again. I couldn't ignore it to the point where I'm just like, yep. I know the universe talking to me. Cause shit, like, that's why I'm glad, like, you know, Ken know it, because some people think you crazy as hell. You tell their ass like, oh yeah, bro, I'm seeing numbers. The numbers telling me this. They told me to move to fucking Atlanta and just, they don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, these some numbers, niggas, we see numbers every day. But like, that's the point, you know, we get blinded by the shit that's really like, it's big, but it's not as big as we think it is. Like, we can delete the app off our phone and call it a day, really. But it is big. It's a big platform at the same time. So it's just, you know, it's what you make it. And that's how the numbers are. When you start paying attention to it and see what the universe telling you, that shit different.
Yeah. For real. That's how I know. That's how I know, like, I'm where I need to be. I'm always where I need to be. And I always feel like everything always works out for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm getting into this habit where I just repeat positive things, and I've been, like, just being mindful and watching, like, you know what I'm saying, how I react, like, and what I say to myself, how I even talk to myself. That's a big thing, how I talk to myself, because even saying a little thing, like, oh, I look crazy or whatever, when I wake up in the morning, like, I don't look crazy, man. I'm beautiful, you know what I'm saying? You have to really, like,
boost yourself.
Right.
Like, treat yourself how you trying to be treated. You don't want nobody to be like, damn, girl, you look crazy.
Right. Like, okay, I may know that, but you ain't gotta say all that. Like, get the fuck.
You gotta treat yourself as you want to be treated. So, yeah. Some thing to it. And then the last question I have on here is, why do you feel like numerology is important?
I feel like numerology is important because, like I said, so a lot of times in life, you know what I'm saying, we all doing stuff. Like, the world moves so fast, we on time. You know, the best way, I mean, we communicate through a lot of ways. Of course, like, just technology that's built in a way, but, like, there's always an unknown source, a higher power, a guidance, some type of, you know, spirit, soul, whatever. Always, you know, helping you along the way. You can't do it's just not possible. Everything is just, and some things is pre-manifested for you. And I feel like as long as you decide and know what you want, that's where the numbers come into play, because whatever you're worried about, you always worried about that, and it's like time is always there. So that's like why a lot of the big stuff you worry about is seen in numbers and communicated with numbers. But like a lot of the time you have like actual people angels, like, you know what I'm saying, there are actual people in your life like who are real angels and that are there for you, are there to support you.
And there's so many different numbers that correlate with like your life through, like, there's the life path number, you have a personality number, you have your birth date number. It's a lot of numbers, but it's just 5, but they all break down like who you are as a person, and that shit get detailed because nobody has your exact birth components. Like, it's impossible. And like, there's a specific time when you was aligned with the stars, and like, you know, when you was born, there's a specific time when it was, and there's a reason for that. So once, you know, you tap into that shit, like, you kind of really just learn who you are for real as a person, and learn like your power and tap into that shit. And like, you can really do anything that you desire. Like, there's nothing that's impossible. I don't believe in impossible. Like, if you say you want to make a flying car, I mean, look, they down there got them. At this point, like,
I'm just saying, on the market. You gotta say, I want to sell a car and put it on the market.
Yeah, anything. It's all there is to it, honestly.
Yeah. So, you know, every day we learn more as we go on our journey and stuff, and like, we really like stuff like this. And if you guys want more videos like this, make sure to comment that down below. Also, Slimeball will be starting her channel, so follow her. Well, subscribe to her channel, Slimeball AP, and follow her on Instagram at Slimeball AP. And get her to 100 subscribers on YouTube so she can post her first video and stuff like that, and check out her stuff. Period. And make sure y'all
my dog Ken videos all the way up.
All the way content for
all the way up. You feel me? She finna be going stupid. New video every week.
You're not playing. We get into it.
Yes, sir.
We get into it. We doing it. period. But thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next one, bye.